Hello and welcome to another What's Inside. Today we are looking at Thing 2 and Thing 1 Whirly Fun Game. This is a cooperative game for ages 4 and up, put out by Wonderforge Games. And I believe this came out in 2016. It does require some assembly as far as I understand it, but it's a pretty straightforward game. So let's open this up and see what we've got inside. Okay, so the inside of the box is actually essential to the game because it is part of the game itself. So we've got a lot of little cardboard parts, and here's our rule sheet. It tells you how to assemble everything. It looks like it's pretty straightforward. This is real thin paper, kind of cheaply done. They probably spent all their money licensing the game. But there are a lot of components here, so we're going to take a look at those. But before we do, let's take a look at these pieces. I just opened this box, and this piece is broken. You can see where it's torn, and this is an important piece to the game too, because it goes over here, like that. So you'll want to be aware of how thin the card stock is on these because it came broken. This piece goes on the outside of one of the sides because, as you can see, there's like the outside of the house here. So find the side with the door, and that's going to go there, like that. And there's another piece that apparently goes in between here. So that's how it should look when it's assembled. The picture is on the bottom, and it does show you how to assemble it in the instructions, so that's not a huge deal. So be aware of how cheaply this is constructed, because this does rip very easily and even comes broken sometimes. So you do need the box. That is essential to the game, and these pieces are as well. So let's look at the smaller pieces and see what we've got here. Okay, let's start with this one. This is the mother figure. It's got a little plastic base. Obviously, there's a lot of small parts here, so this is definitely not for kids under 3. And probably even at 3, this might be a bit of a choking hazard. So be aware of that. That's why it's ages 4 and up. This piece isn't too bad. It's actually pretty decent card stock for something this size. Unfortunately, the wall pieces and the walking pieces like this are the same thickness, and the bigger it is, the easier it is for it to get broken. So works fine for this size piece, but not the others. So let's put her back in the little baggie here and get that out of our way. Then we've got the little topper piece. It looks like these just go on here. I'm guessing you just have to press the button to release it. Yeah, so it's got a little spring here. This looks like it's okay constructed. Probably not the greatest, but it'll last for a little while. It'll probably break with age, or heavy use, maybe. So this is essential to the game. You definitely need this piece. Alright, then we've got a little baggie full of other bits and pieces. So let's see what we've got here. We've got a green dresser thing. We've got some kind of little potted plant. An umbrella. A little blue table thing. That doesn't stand up very well. Little yellow chair. Little blue table. The yellow birthday cake. a goldfish in a bowl, a red bicycle, a yellow table, blue lamp, a green plant, a green phone, a red umbrella stand, a red shelf. Oh, it's a dresser. Ha, I have it backwards. This blue thing's actually a little like end table. This one was actually correct. And a yellow grandfather clock. So 16 little pieces. These are actually pretty decent quality. They don't stand up very well, but I don't think they're supposed to. But yeah, these are actually pretty decent vinyl. If they're not stored properly and they're put in the sun, they probably will crack. But otherwise, I think these will hold up pretty well with time. But you want to make sure they're all there. So let's see what we've got for cards. Alright, looks like they all have this on the back. See if we know how many there are here. There are 40 cards. So let's take a look at these and see what we've got. That's the second one of that we've seen. These are not numbered, so be aware that there are 40 of them. There are duplicates. We've seen a couple of those now. Okay, so that's the cards. The cards are a little thin, but the art is pretty well done. You'll want to be careful in shuffling these because they are kind of a odd square shape that I think it would be difficult for little kids to shuffle these without bending some of the cards, and they are so thin that it would be easy to bend them. But that's probably not that big of a deal for something this simple, and it is aimed at ages 4 and up. I'd be more concerned about these cardboard pieces being ripped like this just coming out of the box. And you want to be real careful, maybe reinforce that with some tape or something just to be sure. And it's going to be taken apart and reassembled every single time. Okay, that's it for the 2016 Wonder Forge game Thing 1 and Thing 2 and Thing 1 Whirly Fun Game. Sometimes if you're looking for this, you'll find it under just Whirly Fun Game, but its proper name is Thing 2 and Thing 1 Whirly Fun Game. It's a co-op game, which is good. Teach kids to work together. And it is aimed at ages 4 and up. The topper thing looked a little cheap, but if your kids are all into Dr. Seuss, maybe they'll like it. I don't know. It looks like it's an okay game. And if you're a big Dr. Seuss fan, you'll probably want to add this to your collection. But overall, I don't know how well it's going to hold up with time and use. I think this is probably going to only last a few uses before things start getting bent or broken. But the kids might have fun playing it. So I don't know if I would recommend this one, but if you're real into Dr. Seuss or your kids are, this might be worth tracking down. But that's just my take on it. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss future unboxings and reviews. If you want to help the channel in other ways, links are in the description and on the About page. My Streamlabs is under Bad Comic Reviews streams, so be sure and hit that up if you want to help support the channel. Otherwise, as always, we hope to see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching.